Yeah. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studio. It's been an action-packed Thursday. We covered a lot, had a lot of fun. Prior segments, we talked about the Jets being god awful, Aaron Rodgers, and not even measuring up to his peers, being in the league for a number of time with those guys. We went through the numbers. You look at it, you decide for yourself. Then we talk some Bills football, why I was right when I told you Buffalo was in trouble. And people thought that, well, look if they beat the Dolphins. Everybody beats the Dolphins. Then we talk some Cleveland football. What happened in Cleveland? Deshaun Watson is, oh my goodness. If anybody, Stefanic's got to go. You got to get a new OC in there. He's been there. That's the only constant in this whole Cleveland debacle is Kevin Stefanik has been there. You got to go ahead and call a spade a spade. Got to call a spade on that one. Then the Chargers, new year, new coach, same old Chargers. And there's no end in sight to that thing. Finally, we're going to go ahead and talk some Tennessee football, the AFC South, Tennessee. And I just asked the question, are the Titans better off without Will Levis? Now, you all know that I thought that Will Levis basically got into the NFL on a scam. However, Mr. Mayonnaise himself has made the transition and parlayed it into a couple of starts. But Will Levis is awful. Mason Rudolph is playing coherent football. The lifetime backup in Pittsburgh. Super Bowl winning backup. Mason Rudolph is not going to throw a game away. He's going to make sound decisions, and he's going to get the offense acclimated to what they do best. And I thought in a must-win game against the Dolphins, this is how bad it is. In week 4, on a do-or-die seasonal game against the Dolphins, they had to put Mason Rudolph in this game because Will Levis intentionally hurt himself, diving for something that didn't even imagine it would go right. Psycho Will, Mayonnaise Will, just doing way too much. And now you have a quarterback who's not going to overthrow receivers, who's not going to make careless turnovers. He's just going to manage the game and put you in positions to score. And that's why I said, and I do believe, that the Titans are better off without Will Levis. We'll get into the numbers when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Taco Bell, Live Moz. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Taco Bell. Taco Bell, Live Moz. So, when we get back into the numbers, Tennessee, I'm not going to hold you. They didn't have a great game. We had Will Levis. He threw his interception, and he blew his lot. And that's pretty much what happens to Will Levis. Out of 4 throws, the guy only had 4 throws, and one of them is an interception. Oh, my God. They're behind the 8 ball. Our third down efficiency, they've got to convert the first down and keep that Dolphins defense out there on the field. 12 times put in that position, they only cashed in on it twice. Again, I'm not going to hold you. This was not a good game to watch by any stretch of the imagination. Now, this is coming from a former Nashville resident. And I remember the Titans was so bad. One year, they had a promotion for Bengal Traders Coffee. And the people in Nashville know what I'm talking about. They had a promotion going on. If the Titans won a game, Like there were free coffee in the city. So you had homeless people that would pile in and wait for that to hear the Titans won on Sunday. So Monday they would just go from gas station to gas station and get free coffee. That's how bad that was. And I love being down there. But yeah, and Nashville's a pretty city. Let me go ahead and plug the tourism. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Nashville is a pretty city. They've done a lot of rebuilding, the touristy areas, downtown, the clubbing district down there, Grand Central Station and all that. Have at it. But back to this game. This was not it. And this was in Miami. So, God goodness. We had 5 punts, 8 penalties for 69 yards. The only thing that was more atrocious than Tennessee's gameplay was Miami's gameplay. How do you almost have 100 yards in penalties? They must have been trying to channel the inner Miami Hurricanes of the 80s. And do some dirty dancing out there and some wiggling and jiggling. It's all about the you. You dudes are the Dolphins, though. That's not going to happen for you. There's no groundswell for you. And the sad part about this third down conversion efficiency, they both had the same identical. This was terrible. And with all of that being said, Mason Rudolph got that win. And he did it because Will Levis died for no reason and hurt himself. Tennessee, being efficient, in that first quarter, they didn't do anything. Somebody should have told the Dolphins that a football game was going on and they had to do more than just kick field goals. However, it was 9-3 at halftime. That's how awful this game was. This did not need to be televised anywhere in this planet or this civilized world. This was atrocious. This was well vomit in a can, a dumpster fire, a soup kitchen, which is just a homeless orgy in a Toyota Prius. However, this was just god awful. Then the Titans cash in the third quarter with 10 points. In the fourth quarter, they cash in with 12 points. And so that's how they won, 31-12. And again, Nick Folk, he gets that 50-yard field goal, 53-yard field goal. He cashes that bad boy in, and he cashes in another one. And then he cashes in on a 47-yarder. Wow. The third quarter, that's when the Titans get their touchdown from Tyree Spears on a 7-yard run. And then you get the touchdown from Tony Pollard on a 4-yard run. And bam. That's how they scored. So they scored in the back half of the game. I think Mason came in a little tight. He's going to loosen up. But the longer Will Levis stays hurt and stays gone, people are going to wake up and figure out that they've been scammed and he's not any good at all. Mason Rudolph got them into winning position, because if Will Levis would have finished this game, he would have cost them a victory. And it's no harm in saying that. It's no harm in saying that at all. However, well, that's the show. Thank you all for sharing, liking, and subscribing to the content. I hope you had just as much fun as we did here in the App Stupid Studios.